Get ready to laugh your socks off. Or not, we don't care. It's a couple of laughs with Carrie Louise, seen on Showtime and Comedy Central. And her husband from The Tonight Show and runner-up on America's Got Talent, Tom Cotter. Buckle up, because this married for too long couple is ready to distract you from reality. Please welcome Carrie Louise and Tom Cotter.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen who identify as ladies and ladies who identify as gentlemen and everybody else. We're very inclusive in our show. This is coming from our home. We are finally home after 3 weeks on the road, entertaining troops. And then tomorrow morning I fly to Seattle and Carrie flies to Florida because we are road warriors. Okay, this is our 18th episode, which, what does that mean? That means our show is 18, so it can drink legally in Aruba and gamble, and it can vote, and it can be drafted into military service. How you doing, honey?
That's pretty old. I'm doing good. A little jet lagged. God, jet lagged is a thing, man. We've been home since late Sunday night. We lost a whole day, and I am feeling it still. It's Wednesday night. I don't know if we're going to make it through the show, but fortunately, we have our producer with us to help us along. Our offspring, our wonderful producer, Harry Cotter. Harry.
Hey. Glad you guys
help us get through it.
Yeah, glad you guys are back in the States. I am not jet lagged, so I'll be helping you guys get through it. But yeah, this is an interactive show, so please comment, like, share, let us know your thoughts, and at the end of the show, we'll answer questions, and I'll pop up some comments on the screen. We got a lot to talk about today, but you guys can start by telling everyone where you're going to be.
Yes.
Who's first? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone thinks rehab, but no, I'm going to Seattle. I'm going to work at the Washington Athletic Club in downtown Seattle. That's Friday night. And then I take the red eye Friday night late to get back to New Hampshire to work at the Flying Monkey in Plymouth, New Hampshire. That's Saturday night as part of America's Got Comedy. And that's that. And I get to work with Eric Dittelman and Dan Natterman, both friends of mine who were on the show. Dittelman was on my season of America's Got Talent, and Dan Natterman was the next season or 2 seasons after mine. Both very funny guys. Honored to share the stage with them. Carrie?
Yeah, I love that last name, Dittelman. I can't say it and not laugh. So already I'm laughing just at his last name.
And that's his real name. That's that's unfortunate.
Which makes it even more funny and unfortunate, which is funny.
Yeah.
Also when you're at Plymouth, I was just there at the Flying Monkey and I left my sunglasses. So I left them. I told them that my husband will be there to pick them up. So hopefully they'll be there under your name.
Yeah, this is so typical. I just say, Carrie leaves this wake behind her and I have to pick it all up and everything else. It's always fun to do a show at a venue where Carrie has just performed, because when I show up, the staff we know you. You're the guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're the idiot that buys everything at dollar store and all that crap. So
and you know what else too? You can't cheat on me either.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's all up in my business, and I don't like it.
How sad is that?
That is pretty damn
but
sad.
I can't cheat on you either because they'll know it too.
Yeah, because once you've had steak, why would you go out for a hamburger? We all know that.
Right. Okay. Where am I going to be? So first of all, I got to just tell you, I'm bringing it today, jet lagged or not. I changed my background. I thought my background was a little bit too boring. So let me know what you think.
Yeah, mine is too.
Put a little fake flowers. I don't know what you think about that. And my lipstick matches my outfit today. I thought February is this weekend. I can't believe February is this weekend. I'm thinking Valentine's Day. So I wore bright pink. All right. That's boring. Who gives a shit about that? Where am I going to be? I am touring with the Mothers again. Mother of a Comedy Show. It's not your mother's comedy show. It is very funny. I'm performing with my besties in the business, Kelly McFarland and Christine Hurley. We are going to be in Nashua February 8th, and we're going to be at the Blue Ocean Music Hall, and that's in Salisbury, Mass. And I'm going to be there.
Oh, that's very professional, honey. Is that your phone going off?
Yeah, it's Harry Cotter, our producer. He's probably off. Hello.
Oh.
My producer, I was wondering where those pictures are. I'm like, where are the pictures?
Yeah, he bailed on us.
Kelly McFarland and oh my God. Okay, so wait a minute. Here they are. Here we are. Harry is no longer with us. He is fired.
Don't say that. No longer with us sounds like he's gone.
He's gonna try
forever.
to get back in. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to be. So there's Kelly and Christine, the girls I love to work with, and here's where we're gonna be. Here we are. We have so much fun in the green room. So
And
the stage.
yeah, can I just chime in and say that and I'm saying this, I know I'm biased, I know I'm jaded on this, but those two women, Kelly McFarland and I mean, it's such a great show. There's no weak link in that show. It's really an impressive show. So people should go out and see you guys because it's really a great show. Oh, and I love the title too, Mother of a Comedy Show, because it reminds me of Saddam Hussein saying Mother of a Battle, that he said it's going to be the mother of all wars. And then we kicked his ass in about a week. So anyway, keep going. Yeah.
That's nice to know. Let's talk about where you were on Monday night. You came home from Korea.
Yes.
And then Monday night you were in the city working with no other, get this, Tony Danza.
Yeah.
You guys remember him? Some people remember him from
Taxi. I remember him from Taxi. Yeah,
from Taxi. And some people remember him. I don't really remember him. I remember him a little bit because you're older than me. So I remember him a little bit from Taxi, but I really fell in love with him on Who's the Boss.
Yeah.
I thought he was so funny and so cute. And what a body, because he was a boxer.
Oh,
he had a body on him too.
Jesus.
And a full set of hair, like his hair. And his hair hasn't changed. He still has a full set.
Okay. I just talked about you working with Kelly McFarland and Christine Hurley, and they both have nice tits. Why don't I talk about that now? Should I talk about that? Jesus, honey. Can we talk about his talent and not his muscles? But he is such a good guy. He was so nice. He couldn't have been nicer, and so talented, honey. The guy sang, he tap danced, he told jokes, and he was such a personable guy. This was a corporate event for a company that mines Bitcoin. And he was the MC of the show, and he was really just such a good guy. And I've been a fan from a distance for a while, but I'm a bigger fan now because he couldn't have been nicer.
We have a video of him singing and tap dancing because you wouldn't believe it. So can we play it?
I hear those British cats say, brother, get him, drink on the best brand made of two kinds of skin. All I can say is, wow, wait till the riff and rap, see just exactly how he draw the autograph.
Wait for it. There he goes. Tapping away. How old is he now, honey?
73 years old.
That's pretty good.
He doesn't dye his hair, clearly, which I respect the hell out of. And he's just such a good guy, such a mensch, as they say in the Jewish faith, and just a pleasure to work with him. Really a great. Oh, and Harry's back, herpes.
Made it back. Made it back, guys.
You saved your ass. We're not firing you.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody, but I just wanted to say hi to J-Ma, bunch of numbers, hugs, and hi from Libsyn, Portugal. So hi back to you, Portugal. Love seeing some international fans. And keep commenting, guys. I'll see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he say a bunch of numbers? Was someone giving us digits?
No, that was his username.
Oh.
Name.
Yeah. One more thing about Tony. He didn't have to do this, but these corporate events, it's all these investment bankers and lawyers, and they're all stodgy, and they all do this, and they're like, "Make me laugh, monkey boy." Tony laughed way more than my jokes deserved in the beginning, just to kind of get the crowd going. And he didn't have to do that, but he sat right up front and did that. And, I'm really impressed with what a good dude he was.
That's
anyway,
awesome.
Enough of that.
That's awesome. You paid him to laugh at your jokes, honey. That is.
So I have to do that sometimes. Yeah.
I love that pick. It's a great pick.
Yeah. Good dude. All right. Anyway, so and he still calls himself the kid from Brooklyn. He's 73 years old. And he must have said it 5 times when he was on stage the other night. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. But he's had a great boxing career, by the way. And a lot of boxers later in life develop their, the punch drunk thing. We've seen it all from, God bless, Muhammad Ali and other boxers that we know. But he's as sharp as a tack. He must have not gotten hit a lot.
Yeah. Well, he had, he didn't have a long career. He was in Taxi for a long time, and then he was in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So
I boxed a little. People don't know this. My name was Tommy the Horror Cotter because I spent a lot of time on my back. And I had my hand raised after a couple of bouts, but that was just by the paramedics to see if I still had a pulse. I used to wear yellow boxing trunks because it would conceal the urine stains. I was very nervous. And I used to run a lot before a boxing match, but my opponent would always catch me. I got knocked out shadow boxing once. These are boxing jokes, everybody. Let's move on with the show.
Funny,
Thank you, honey.
I love your little boxing rant. Okay, yeah, you still have your boxing tights. And
they're not. No, honey, it's wrestling. Okay, I wrestled, and they're not called tights. It's called a singlet. Okay,
you wrestled.
Yes,
you wrestled. It's called a singlet.
It's called a unitard.
It's called the unitard. Yes.
We're not allowed to say that anymore. You're not allowed to say that.
It's called let's call it
a singlet. It's a wrestling singlet, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Singlet.
Still put it on every once in a while.
You're still single when you wear it,
and it still fits. Yeah. All right. Can we move on to how much I hate the winter?
Yeah. Let's talk about more of what you hate the winter. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah,
Go on your little hate the cold rant.
They become just a bitch fest for me quite often. This is a lot less expensive than therapy.
Right.
Yeah. So, first of all, the tour started in Hawaii. We had 3 shows in Hawaii. Then we went to Guam for 2 shows. It was 80 degrees and sunny every day. Then we go to Korea. Oh, my God. It was as cold as it is in New York, and windy and gray and really cold. And then the worst part was every day we'd get a thing on our phone, a little thing telling us that the air quality was dangerous, not unhealthy, dangerous. And they blamed the Chinese factories and the coal burning factories and the prevailing winds that blow the smog over Korea. But it was cold, miserable, and the air stank. And I probably got some kind of emphysema from being there. But I really do hate the cold. I've always hated the cold. And I've become like my dad, and my grandmother used to live with us at the end of her life. And she was like always freezing in our house. My dad, as he got older in life, every year he got less and less tolerant of the cold. And that's me now. I just don't like being cold unless I'm skiing. If I'm skiing, that's cool. It's all part of the package. But if I'm not skiing, I don't want the cold. And here we are in the dregs of winter in January, and I'm a little miserable. I just want people to know that.
Yes, I know. You always have 3 layers, and you always need that neck warm. I did learn that from you. If your neck is warm, you're warm.
I'm inside my own home right now. One that's like that's fleece lined. Then I have the North Face thing right here, this thing, and then I have the fleece vest on top of it. That's not normal. I'm a layer guy. I wear layers all the time. I don't think I ever have less than 3 layers on during the winter.
This goes to show you that you're just older than me, and you are just ready. You're ready for the warmth. I'm not so ready to retire and hang it up and go into Florida and be in the sun all day. I kind of like it when it snows. Yeah. And you know what I also like?
What do you like?
I mean, obviously, I can't stand the cold, bitter. It goes up your nose and it stings. That's unbearable. And most people don't. But I also like, if I move to Florida right now, I will miss wearing my winter boots and the winter style that matches your vest and mittens and hats and earmuffs, like all those cute little layers.
Yeah. Can I interrupt right now? Yeah. This is my wife on the flight to Hawaii. Do you see what she's wearing? Those are gloves. That's a hat. That's a scarf on a flight to Hawaii, everybody.
Well,
so don't listen to this bullshit. She's full of crap.
That's why she doesn't want to give it up. She thinks she's wearing these cute fits. Mom.
What, Harry?
I mean, you don't want to give it up because you're cute fits and you're stylish and whatever. But, you're not the one shoveling the driveway. You're making me and Cam go do that. And you're not the one shoveling the steps or whatever. So I mean, that's why you like the cold a little bit more than Dad and I. But
get cute outfits and say you can't shovel because you're too busy, in your cute boots.
Whatever. You know, we just had the other thing about the cold. We just had our plumber here today. I'm not making this up.
We
He
did.
left about an hour ago. He had to come and
He's
fix.
watching.
Yeah, he's awesome, Kevin. We
He's a
love
great
you.
fan.
Yeah, so he shows up today. We called him this morning. He was like, "I'll be there this afternoon." That's amazing. And
Yeah.
he didn't rape us financially, which was kind of nice. But he fixed our heating situation. The part of the house that was freezing, of course, was the master bedroom and the master bath, where I live. That's where I sleep. And I've been freezing since we got home from Korea because there's been no heat in there. Now, admittedly, we've been married 23 years. My wife has always been frigid in the bedroom. But this is a different kind of cold. This was me wearing 3 layers in bed, everybody, with a down comforter and a duvet on top of me, and still freezing with the dog and the cat providing heat. So, we could hang meat in our bedroom the last 3 days, but
I was cold too. You know what helped though with me was I wore a hoodie and I put the hoodie on and tied it and I was warm. And that, back in the old days, they would wear those little caps. Into bed, a night
like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was for the heat because the heat goes out of your head and that
Yeah.
keeps the heat. And then the 4-dog night, 3-dog night, we've had 4 or 5-dog nights, but that's the dog night is if it's really cold, it's a 4-dog night to keep you warm for the dogs to get on the bed.
3-Dog Night, excellent band from the 70s. Look 'em
Right.
up.
Don't get confused with that. But
No.
we only have 1 dog, so we were cold, so we had to call the plumber. But you know what they say? They say there's no such thing as bad weather. It's just wrong clothing.
Do they say that, honey? Well, they're retarded, and I know I'm not supposed to say that. They're unitarded. Can I say that? Unitarded? Because that's what I wore. when
I got
wrestled.
away with it. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah. Harry,
can we get-
please save us.
I'm gonna speed
Please
it up.
save us.
The clock is ticking. We got to go to the gripe of the week.
Forgive my husband for being jet lagged and saying the R word.
Listen, you're not supposed to say the R word anymore. Now you're supposed to say New York Jets fan. Okay, let's move on to the gripe of the week.
Okay. Again, this is play the gripe of the week.
Thank God for that, because we couldn't go into the gripe of the
I know
week.
we can't go into the gripe without that.
That's
All
very,
right, so this is Tom. Tom again complaining. Go ahead, Tom.
God, I am such a whiny bitch.
You're a whiny bitch today.
All right, so this is what's annoying me. It's a gripe, so I have to gripe. The story that is sucking up so much oxygen from the media right now is this ridiculous lawsuit and argument between Ryan Reynolds and his wife, whatever her name is, the hot
Blake
chick,
Lively.
Blake Lively, and this Baldini guy who's
Justin Creepy Baldini.
Okay, but it's the top story when I go to social media, no matter what social media, and it's the top story in the regular news. We have a new president who's doing all kinds of crazy crap. We have 2 world wars breaking out in this country. We have one in Ukraine, one in Israel. We have global issues. There's snow in Florida this week, everybody. There's just signs of the apocalypse. And no one's talking about anything. Everyone's talking about these rich, these millionaire goddess and god people.
Beautiful people. They're all beautiful.
Who hate each other. It's a workplace argument, okay? That's what it is. They got together on a project. They didn't get along. Has anyone ever heard of that before? Almost every project I've been in, there's been people who didn't get along and butt heads. But because they're beautiful billionaires, we have to listen to this. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Yes, you're gorgeous. You're millionaires. You didn't get along. One tried to sabotage the other one's film. The film sucks anyway.
Yes.
Who cares?
That's what I think. The film is called It Ends With Us, and no one would have known about it if it wasn't for this. So I think that this is a publicity stunt. The movie, I saw the movie. It's not even that good. It's a step above Lifetime movie. It's maybe a step above. So yeah, I think it was a publicity stunt because the movie was just bad. And
because here we are.
Regretted signing on.
And here we are in our show, which has a huge viewership, and we're talking about it. So I think maybe both of our watchers might be talking about it this week.
Now they're talking about it.
Yeah,
See what happens? So it is working. They're going to go see the film. Our 2 people that watch us.
I'm just done. And if you have followed it, she said she had 2 dragons, and everyone knew that it was Ryan Reynolds was one dragon when she threatened him, Baldini. She said, I have 2 dragons. Ryan Reynolds, who's arguably the biggest star in Hollywood right now, and the other one was Taylor Swift. And then Taylor Swift was mentioned in the lawsuit. Taylor Swift just put out a statement saying she's no longer friends with Blake Lively.
Really?
So, yeah. So apparently the lawsuit ended that friendship.
She was hoping for the Swift. What's it called? The Swift.
Swifties.
Yeah, not Swifties. It's called when she now is the NFL, the king of NFL, and it's called the Swift.
I don't know, but we only have a few
Maybe,
minutes.
Harry.
So,
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go to
The
video.
Swift
share.
effect. It's called the Swift effect. If Swift has her name on it, forget it. It skyrockets.
Wow, she
That's
just
what
took her
she
name
was
off the
probably
lawsuit.
hoping. Blake Lively was probably hoping for that.
Yeah,
That's
All
too
right.
bad.
Well, you guys got 2 videos to share, and we gotta hurry it up. So.
Yeah.
let's
okay.
do it.
I'm gonna share mine. They're really quick videos. I can't believe I'm showing this. I stooped really low, very low on the comedy train, and I stooped low, but it still makes me funny. It still makes me laugh. Here we go.
I love you. You complete me. Sorry, I farted.
Bart's always funny.
That's Fat Bastard. He's the best.
He is the best.
That's probably my favorite Mike Myers character.
We need to make more movies like Mike Myers made. Those silly, stupid movies. I think we
Yeah.
need silly, stupid movies now. Because
Yeah.
it's just we need to laugh more. And we're not making any more movies like this. All right,
No.
what's your share, hon?
All right, let's do it. Harry, play it.
Oh, there we go. Anything else we should be fine? Try something.
He's a chiropractor. Or giraffe.
Okay, so let me do some just
Come unmute yourself.
I know you want to beg again. I'm all about that. All about that.
Harry, unmute him.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull his head down.
Can't unmute him yet.
It's adorable. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. We've seen. Yeah, all right. So 2 reasons. But first of all, it's a guy necking with a zebra, which is kind of funny.
No,
But
a giraffe, honey. Get your animal straight.
I'm sorry, giraffe. How
Jet lag.
adorable! How adorable! Yeah. How adorable was that giraffe? That giraffe was like a cat wanting to be pet and snuggle and all that stuff. And it's just a little homage to my stepmother, who I mentioned during last week's show, has left this world. And we are all very sad about it. And giraffes were her favorite animals, and I gave them to her for every Christmas. And so just a little nod to Mary Lynn. That's it. Anything else we need to cover?
Hey, is
Honey?
that same guy that does the chiropractor to the doggies too? Have you seen those videos?
No, I think he's the gynecologist to the rhinoceroses, though.
Oh, maybe I should go see him.
Yeah,
Ain't that a tongue twister? Gynecologist to the rhinoceros.
yeah, that was tough, but it came out.
Hey,
Anybody saying anything? What are our 2 viewers saying, Harry?
we got some more foreign fans. Hey, Oslo. Hey, from Oslo, Norway.
Love Norway. Love Norway.
Cool. I
Kevin
love
from
foreign
Phoenix,
fans.
What's up? And yeah, people want you to come to Kentucky, New York. You're always in New York because you live there.
Yeah,
I think you guys can just say good night. We don't have much else.
that's it. I think we're done. It's episode 18 in the books, everybody. Thank you,
right.
Harry, for being here for us. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Oslo. I do want to go to Norway at some point. This was a lot of fun. We're jet lagged. Next week, we promise to be a little sharper. Probably not. But that's it for us. Say goodnight, Carrie.
Good night, Carrie.
Well, folks, that's a wrap. Remember, life is like a comedy show. Sometimes you bomb, sometimes you shine. But you always blame your spouse on how they deliver the punchline. If you need to get in touch with us, email us at info.coupleoflaughs@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in. Keep laughing, because you never know. That could save your marriage. Good night. See you next time.